Hello, and welcome to HEINEKEN Tech Insights, your podcast from HEINEKEN Kraków. Throughout this podcast, we'll be sharing insights and learnings from some of HEINEKEN's top specialists who are shaping the digital future of Heineken. Join us to meet our experts, gain valuable knowledge, and see how what happens in Kraków goes around the world. I am Mateusz Komander, your host, and I'm excited to introduce our first series, Agile Transformation at Heineken, Insights, Growth, and Learning from the Front Lines. Welcome to the final episode of our From One Role to Another series. We've heard about motivation, challenges, and now we'll uncover how these transitions shape the bigger picture, future career outlooks, mindset changes, and continued opportunities at Heineken. Back with me this week are again Gosia and Jakub, who have generously shared their personal journey of switching roles at Heineken. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, it's great to have you back with me again here one more time. And maybe jumping straight into the topic about the career moves and about the influences and the long-term perspective. How has this change impacted your trajectory and in general, like your perception of Heineken and your personal growth at Heineken?
So this experience has reinforced in my belief of flexibility and continuous learning. Mm-hmm. What I mean is that staying with one company doesn't mean stagnation. You can still grow inside, change, and take new paths. And in my personal experience, the first company that I'm longer than 3 years, which on the Polish market is
unimaginable.
Yeah, it's unimaginable. Plus the 3 years it's a magic number. So and I has also no intention to leave the Heineken. So definitely something to focus on.
Maybe actually elaborate a little that. It always pop up into my mind one of the sentences that one of my colleagues were saying when we were recruiting new team members into our team. Ricky from Heineken Amsterdam, he was always saying that Heineken can give you the opportunity to actually write your own story and develop yourself as you want. So you can start with one role, but you can switch in multiple different roles. And you, of course, are both great examples. But having said that, Gosia, I think maybe from your point of view, how that influenced your perception, your growth, your willingness to continue with Heineken.
I definitely agree with this sentence, which you have been sharing with the new joiners. And I think changing the roles within one organization is a great opportunity to get to know company better. Because working in one department, no matter how transparent the organization is, it's always a little bit of the silos. So switching one department to another is really helping you to get to understand in what are the different ways of working, how the organization work in depth, and really understand all the factors which are contributing to the organizational goals.
Yeah, maybe even I can say you may be able to see what your previous work or how your previous work is impacting the organization, yeah, I think.
Definitely. And I think that Kuba mentioned also a lot about networking. So if you are working, for example, in finance for a lot of years and you are a great employee, everyone in your department recognize you. That doesn't matter that people from other department knows you and they know this influence which you have on them. So when you are switching the department, you are building this network and then you can really cooperate more closely or more smoothly on the new projects and connect those dots which you are talking about. So I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that.
And I think that in some cases it even may be some sort of perception of what you mentioned, Kuba, like switching company in 3 years every 3 years in Polish market is like somehow magical. But actually, if you think about that, if you switch that role after a few years, it's almost like joining actually a new company, new structure, new culture quite often.
Yes, I've also fully agree on that.
It is the same building, but different people, different role, different responsibilities.
Yeah,
so.
maybe even different floors sometimes.
Exactly.
Okay, but now, having said that, you are quite fresh, Gosia, on that, so maybe I will ping that question to Kuba. Kuba, would you ever consider another career switch in the future?
For now, I have no plans, as mentioned. But let's see what
the future brings.
Exactly. So I think in current role, I have still plenty of opportunities to grow, and I can see myself doing some useful stuff for Heineken, but also for me, and grow as a person. But who knows? AI is coming, So we need to be careful.
So if you could share with us, like, what would be your growth, like, let's say, the first growth milestone that you are aiming to at the moment?
So lately I have involved very much in training. So I think that's something that I would like to grow as a specialist. So facilitating, preparing very good trainings, passing the knowledge to others. That's I think that's my piece of the cake I would like to.
So like be the specialist in delivering training.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Gosia, question to you, maybe different way around. Now that you are fresh in your role, what is the next milestone that you would like to achieve?
So obviously, as you mentioned, I just joined the team, so I still have a lot of small milestones to reach in terms of the current existing backlog of my team. But in the future, I think I also wanted to really focus on understanding more the Heineken business strategy and how we, are the security team, relates or contribute to those goals. So this is maybe kind of more long-term goal, which I have on my own personal roadmap, but it's something what is also super interesting for me to really understand how we as security contribute to the bigger organizational goals.
Okay, quite interesting. And assuming that you will already be well aware about the future, let's say, the overall strategy, how you are contributing, and having the bigger picture that you are having now, would you ever consider another career switch? I think it would be like 30 in your case this time.
Well, I never say never. Obviously not now, but I think the really honest answer would be yes. Because I think that you can only really grow when you are going out from this cozy place under the blanket, when you are already comfortable and you are feeling really nice. That's actually what happened to me a little bit when I was already for almost 4 years as a Scrum Master with these security teams here. I felt extremely comfortable. I loved working with those people, but I haven't felt challenged for a while. I felt that my work is pretty repetitive already, and I'm not any help anymore for them. I'm not any innovative. And this is the worst thing which can happen, honestly, personally, for me in your professional life. So then it's the indicator when you really need to make a change. So maybe not completely, but I obviously considering some changes in the future.
Okay. Yeah, and it's of course much better for us to keep people like you with us in Heineken Kraków, to not let you go, to switch the career every 3 years, like Kuba mentioned. But having said that, maybe if we could dive or move a few steps back. So I think it was the first episode when you were sharing about your path. Kuba, you mentioned one of the paths that you can take within the Heineken. It was the Scrum Master
Academy,
and I wonder if there is anything else that in Heineken Kraków, within here in Poland, somehow we are supporting the throughout the culture, or maybe some different, I don't know, opportunities or endeavors, the growth of our employees.
Sure. So Heineken Kraków, apart from Scrum Master Academy, it has also PM Academy. which can help you grow as a first project specialist, then project manager. We have also internal job market, which our employees are always encouraged to seek for new opportunities and apply to them and check if they'll be a good fit.
I think, sorry that I burst in, I also think that it's part of our strategy that if we are looking for talents for any new role, we are always looking or aiming finding someone internally first.
Yeah, I think that's a very good strategy actually, because then you really appreciate the people you have, and then they feel appreciated. So I think that's the way it should be. Apart from that, I think Gosia will have some mentoring programs that maybe you can elaborate on.
Yeah, we have mentoring programs. We have coaching programs in HEINEKEN Kraków. So I'm a good example because I participated in both of them. So I can truly, from my own experience, recommend both of the programs. And if you are not really sure what you wanted to do, but you are thinking or planting this seed inside yourself of moving somewhere or doing a change, coaching is a really good thing to go for. You are going with the clear questions or clear goals, and then the coach can really help you to steer into the certain direction. So even if you have no idea and no clue where you want it to go, this person can help you understand what are your strengths, what you are good at, where you actually have some experience or where your qualities can be useful. But at the same time, usually our internal coaches are people who are working for quite a long time in HEINEKEN, so they know people. We are repeating networking as mantra here, and I think it's actually the key also in coaching, that your coach can steer you to the people who you need to go and talk. And this is super useful.
I think the networking is very strongly embedded within the general, not only HEINEKEN Kraków per se, but the general HEINEKEN culture as a workspace.
And just to add on top of that, if you're not sure if you would like to take the part in any of the academies and maybe mentoring is at that stage too much for you, we have a lot of boot camps, trainings, workshops that you can take part in and see if the topic will be for you. It's anyhow interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, wrapping that up, from my side, I'm very grateful for you joining me throughout those series, and happy to hear from you and your experience. Hope you liked being my guest.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was a very nice journey.
Okay, so I think that now in your CVs you can always put professional guest in podcasts.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Thank you for sharing your story, your challenges, and your triumphs in this series. And we hope our listeners are inspired to explore not only the diverse career opportunities at HEINEKEN Kraków, but also could take some important remarks while considering switching their careers in general. Remember, a new role could be the next stepping stone to a personal and professional growth. Stay tuned for more stories and insights from HEINEKEN Kraków.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
To stay connected, be sure to subscribe on Spotify, YouTube, and follow HEINEKEN Global Shared Services on LinkedIn. And remember, here at HEINEKEN, we are always looking for rising stars who are ready to make an impact. If you are interested in joining us, you can explore our open positions at heinekenkraków.pl. We'll be back with more insights from HEINEKEN's agile and digital transformation journey, showing how what happens in Kraków goes around the world. Join us next time to keep learning, growing, and adapting.